We're back with Cam Taylor-Britt. I'll open the floor to questions. First question is Brian Christopherson.
Hey, Cam.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. I wondered, going against these wide receivers, this new kind of group of wide receivers, who has stood out to you, and what's that been like, that competition between the DBs and receivers this offseason and in camp especially?
I feel it's been very competitive. You know, you got Cade Warner, you have Levi, Marcus, Wandell, Alante Brown. We got a lot of guys, you know, that we compete against, and I feel like nobody has shied away from that. Everybody, you know, wants to get reps and go against each other, you know, just to make each other better.
Next we got Mitch Sherman from The Athletic.
Hey, Cam. Kind of random here, but hey, Ronald Delancey, he's the first Nebraska player ever to wear the number 0. Is that a conversation topic among the DBs, and does it take some kind of attitude or swag for him to get to do that?
Yeah, so you throw a little swag in there. You know, RJ has that. You know, he plays real tough and gritty. You know, we like that, man. You know, he's a goofy guy, you know, and he has 0, but it's kind of weird somebody having 0, but you know, he's a dog, so he can have that.
Discussion about who got to wear that before the season?
Not at all. Not at all.
Next we're going to Evan Bland.
Hey, Cam. I'm just curious. I mean, you guys are coming up on your first football game here. I wonder if you could put in perspective what some of the extra things or different things that players have had to go through the last few months just to get to this point of getting ready to play football, and maybe the attitude of the team as you've gone about completing these different tasks.
Boy, it's been tough, you know, not knowing if we were going to play or not, you know, for the longest, just patiently waiting on everybody, you know, to make the decision on, you know, if we were going to really have a season or not, and everybody was anxious to play. I said anybody here was ready to play right in September if we could, or August, and we didn't get that chance. But now that we have that chance, I believe everybody's ready to let loose and, you know, just go out there and ball.
Next we'll go Parker Gabriel, Lincoln Journal-Star.
Hey, Cam, you've obviously played different positions in your career and played a lot. Have you been able to sort of settle in at corner? And if so, I mean, how do you feel about, you know, playing that spot as you've, you know, gotten more and more turns there?
Corner, I like it. Honestly, I can tell you that I've got very comfortable at the position, just trying, you know, different techniques and things, you know, just to help my game out. I'm realizing, you know, different routes, you know, the way people come off the ball, you know, you just look at it differently now. Not that I'm starting corner, well, just staying there at corner instead of at safety, you know. It's different, but, you know, I like it a lot.
Having played some safety too, I mean, does that help inform how you play corner, if that makes sense?
I'll say yes, just because, you know, I know where my help is. I know, you know, the leverage I need to take on some, you know, things just because I have help on the inside or something like that.
Next we'll go Derek Peterson.
Hey, Cam, I was wanting to ask you about the wideouts too. One thing that Coach Frost has talked about a ton since getting here is he wants better blocking on the perimeter from wideouts and tight ends. Just from your vantage point, how have the receivers and tight ends been so far through camp from a physicality standpoint and from just blocking you guys each play?
I tell you, they're very physical now, you know, after we bring it to them a couple of times. But, yeah, they're blocking a lot better. You could say we do a lot of perimeter things, you know, bubbles, you know, screens and stuff so they can, you know, work on blocks. We work on getting out the block, so it's very competitive. So, you know, they got a lot better at that.
Next we got Robin Washington.
Hey, Cam, I want to ask you about that scrimmage on Saturday. How do you think that went, and just what was it like to kind of get that first, you know, real live football under your belt going to the start of the season?
It was pretty cool, you know, just being in the stadium, you know, just having fun, you know, with the guys, you know, at practice, you know, going at it, you know, toe-to-toe, actually, you know, tackling, doing this and that. But it was great, man. Everybody's out there competing and, you know, just trying to be great out there.
Next we got Sam McEwen.
Hey, Cam. Have you been watching football the last month or so?
Of course.
So the D's have taken it on the chin a little bit. some historically good defenses have struggled too. What are you seeing out of the games that make you think, well, maybe there's something we can do different? What have you learned from watching a month of football about maybe some of the defensive struggles that teams are having?
Well, I just see a lot of people not communicating on the field. When I watch football now, I watch as a perspective like I'm playing the game. So I try to call some of our calls to their offensive plays on the game sometimes, and I just watch some of the corners, the way they backpedal, they're looking at the ball and things and that. But I just feel like everybody, they get out there and they trying to shy down from it. And defenses, they're not going full speed. Everybody's kind of tired, this and that. That's why I think Coach Frost is staying on us to keep hydrating and stay in shape, because we have to play 4 quarters and everybody looks tired.
Have you guys thought a lot about Ohio State yet, or are you still in your own self-preparation? What do you think of Ohio State?
Well, we got the schedule. That's all. That was all on our mind. That's it.
We'll go to Brian Christopherson.
Hey, Cam, how have you seen Nadab Joseph fit, and just really all those newcomers? How have you, as older guys, tried to, I guess, set the template for how you want things to be and how you've seen them respond to it?
Well, some of the young guys are doing a lot better. When they first got here, they're in the system now. They got the plays down pat. They're really just trying to learn little things and tweaks here and there from us. Since we played the game a little bit more, and they're just getting here. But he's doing great actually. His attitude is great, man. He's always want to learn something. But he's a good player.
Thanks, Cam.
No problem.
Parker Gabriel.
Hey, Cam, I know you're getting close to playing, and a lot of your focus is there, but I wonder, over the course of the offseason, you're active, especially on social media, talking about, social justice issues and all that. And I wonder, how difficult was it to see the things you saw and not always be around your teammates or around your family? And then I guess, what did you make of the past few months in that conversation that I think come up more and more, especially among college athletes?
Yeah, I say, when I didn't have anybody, I talked to my mom first off, because I feel like she has the answer to everything. And with the social injustice stuff, I've been seeing it for a very long time. I'm not a kid anymore, and I know what's going on exactly. But we just have to, come together as people, I believe, and, get this done, stop fighting against each other and, come together as one.
Martin Hertz.
Hey, Cam, I just have a question. Obviously, with the loss of Lamar Jackson and others last year, how does your position group go about replacing that production and whatever else you lose from last year?
Honestly, Lamar was a great player, but I don't feel like we lost any, hype or, anything you'd say, because I feel like, the next man up, he's, supposed to do just as better as the first man.
Next we'll do Steve Sipple.
Hello, Cam. I wanted to ask you about Markel Dismuke. I don't know that a lot of people know what sort of pain he played through last year. Were you aware of it? And what goes through your mind? I mean, how much respect do you have for guys who are willing to go out there on Saturday and do that?
I have a lot of respect for Markel. We both kind of play injured, through the season. And we were both starting safety, and we're back there, talking, trying to figure out, how we're going to do this, with our injuries and things. And we were lifting each other up the whole time. He's an older guy, and I was a younger guy. And I feel like we're on the same page now. We have that chemistry just a little bit more. But, he's always lifting me up, and I'm always lifting him up. He was a strong guy last year, and I commend him on that, because a lot of people can't do that.
Thank you, Cam.
Sam McEwen.
Sorry about that. I appreciate you answering this question too. Kind of like Parker was asking about the social justice. The Big Ten has made a really big push in voter registration and in voting on Election Day. I was just wondering what conversations maybe the football team has had, or the athletic department has had as a whole, about the value and importance of voting on Election Day here in 3 weeks.
They push us to vote. Everybody vote. It counts. And, one person may not vote, and that may be the vote that we needed, for something good to change, but we need that right now. So I feel, everybody should vote, vote for the better, things, because what we're living in right now isn't the way to be.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, we'll get time for one more. I'll do Joe Nugent, WOWT.
Hey Cam, how you doing?
How you doing? I'm doing good, man.
Good. Hey, I'm curious. It's been a really long off season. We're getting closer to that first game. Yeah, I'm just wondering, does it feel different? Are you guys more excited, even though we're still 2 weeks out, maybe compared to other years when you're less than 2 weeks out?
I feel like it feels like freshman year again, for me, not just, with the season, being so long, to start, but, just so anxious and ready to play. We haven't played since, November last year, and they've been pushing everything back, and, constantly. And as a freshman, when I was a freshman, I was just so anxious and ready to play that first game. I feel like that right now. I feel like, if we had to play this weekend, we could play this weekend, as a team and, come together. But, yeah, we're ready.
Okay, thank you, everybody. We'll stop for a second. We'll resume here with players momentarily. Thank you.
Thank you.